Hi everyone! This short video will show you how to get your slideshow presentation from Google Slides and take it to your website and embed the presentation on your website. So the first thing you want to do is open your web browser and go to Google, and then open your little Google menu, select Google Slides, find the presentation that you want to upload to your website on sex trafficking. I'll just take my presentation on Gail Rubin, for example. Once you have that selected, you'll go to File, Publish to the Web. Make sure that you select Embed and not merely Link. So select Embed. Once you have Embed selected, you can click Publish. Now, if someone else has already published your presentation, you won't be able to select Publish because it will already be published and you'll see this embed code here. So once it's published, you'll select the embed code, copy the embed code, close that window, open another browser window, go to Weebly, select your website, your class website where you'd like to embed the presentation. And by the way, for those of you who submitted to the database or to your homework a link directly to Weebly.com, this is the link to your website right here. It's shown in the edit page on Weebly. So if you're not sure how to get to your website or what the link to your website is, it shows it right here. But to edit your website, you'll select Edit here. And what you're going to do to post the sex trafficking project to your website is you're going to create another page. And this page is going to be a blog page. So you're going to press Add, and then you're going to select Blog Page. And you're going to rename this page Sex Trafficking. And then you're going to come over here on the left and drag this page from the bottom up under the tab that says Class Projects or Projects page on your website. Mine says Archives. I don't have a Class Projects page, but for you it'll be Class Projects. You're going to slide the sex trafficking page over to the right so that it's a sub-page underneath of your Class Projects page. And then be sure that you select what kind of header you want. Short header is usually pretty good. And save the page. Now, you should see under Class Projects a sex trafficking page. And you'll want to title the page on your website. And then, because this is a blog page, in order to add your presentation, you'll need to do a new post. You'll name the post title something like Sex Trafficking Presentation. Or if you gave your presentation a particular title, put that here. And then under the title, you can drag elements to add. If you want to say something about your presentation before the presentation, you could drag a text box over. And you might say a few words like, my group members X, Y, and Z, of course you would use their names, and I created this presentation about sex trafficking. You might go on to say something about the presentation or your experience constructing it, or whatever you want to say about your presentation as a kind of introduction. And then, once you've done that, you can drag this embed code over underneath, and it will say click to set custom HTML. Click there, select Edit Custom HTML, and then paste that embed code. And this is the code that you copied when you published your Google Slides presentation. Now, if you click outside of that, you should see your presentation load. You've now embedded your slideshow on a blog page on your website. Once you have everything how you want it on your sex trafficking page, you can save the page, which will allow you to come back to it later to make the post. So if you click save, for example, you won't see anything here because you haven't made a post yet. But if you go back into drafts, you can select that and make changes. But if you're ready to go ahead and post this blog page with your presentation, just click the post button, and your post has now been published. I'm going to go ahead and click publish. It's a good practice to get into in case you've made other changes, and you have because you've added a page. Whenever you make any changes to your website, you should get in the habit of clicking the publish page. You can click that as often as you'd like. You now should be able to see that you've made a new post on your new sex trafficking page. And we can check that by going to the website itself to see how it looks. So open a new web browser window and type in the address to your website, and your website will come up. Here's my welcome page. Under archives, I have sex trafficking. Yours should be under class projects. If I select on that, I should see the post that I just made, complete with the slideshow. And now you've got a great post under class projects of your sex trafficking presentation, and this should go on everyone's website. Now, when you're ready to submit before the due date, this particular link is the link that you'll want to submit. The link right to your sex trafficking page. So when you're on that page, you can see up here that it takes us to your website, and in particular to the sex trafficking project page. So copy that link, open new browser, go into Canvas, find the course, go to either modules or assignments. You can find activity 2 there. Click here on submit assignment and paste your website URL that will take me directly to your sex trafficking page. Now, before you submit, you should take a look at the rubric and make sure that you've done everything that you need to do on the website portion. You will see that one of the criteria for the rubrics is the commentary. That's the second part of the assignment. So remember that the second part requires that you go to 2 classmates' web pages who were not from the same group. So you'll be watching 2 different presentations, and you'll be leaving a thoughtful comment about their presentation. Once you're ready, once you've looked over the rubric to see if you've done things well, and you've pasted your website here, you can go ahead and click on Submit Assignment.